Hello everyone, thanks for coming, thank you for watching. My name's Ed. I'm starting this YouTube journey of mine playing a game that I've been hooked on for years, 7 Days. Always played other games, but this is a favorite to come back to. So we'll look at the settings here. I'm starting this playthrough with Strength, because clubs are just a lot of fun. I haven't played them in a long time. So these are going to be the settings that I'm going with. Nomad is just one up from default. I just usually play with 2-hour days. I put the Blood Moon on a range. AI block damage is down because of zombie sledgehammer hands. Jars, new implementation for 2.5. I have the refund down just a bit. And then just large claim sizes for the block, land claim block, and then bedroll, just because I already had this world generated before, so this will be a quicker load. While we're waiting for that, just go over this a little bit. So I started seeing this game years ago when it was back in Alpha 15, and then started playing in Alpha 16, August of 2017. One of the best versions of the game to us longtime players. I've been loving it ever since, even though there's been some unpopular changes made in the past about it. It's still a great combination of first-person shooter, survival, crafting, and building. Like any game in development, it's had its up and downs, but with this 2.5 survival revival update, it seems to be getting back on track. So we'll see if this is just the goodwill reclaiming, or if this is actually going to continue and be impactful to improve. But let's just get into it. For now, I'm happy to just continue playing the game that I love here. The beginning quest hasn't really changed at all. A couple updates ago, they put in a nice tracker for like where plant fibers and wood and stone is going to be, to have the game start off a little smoother for folks. So there's the wood, just looking for some stone. I don't want to harvest those yet. So these markers are great to get started, because sitting there punching a big rock is just not a great way to get stone. Now that we have that, it'll be much better. Yes, the note, that's not important right now. So, looking around for a rock, really is what I'm doing right now. Later, they're all over the place, but seem to be hiding in the beginning, hence the markers. For the primitive outfit, but it's always good to get the rest of these as well. Gives you a nice little armor boost at the beginning. Keyboard shortcuts are great. Just go through this beginning quest and be all done. I'm going to need feathers for arrows. Still telling me about this note. Someone's really impatient. read the note. Quickly claim all these, and we're going to find where the trader is. And be careful of this pop-up, because if you're by a zombie, this will stop your game input and cause you some strife. So we'll make our way on over to the trader. Okay, since we did complete those quests, we're going to have some points. So W should still be the quick key for just learning points rather than clicking the shopping cart over there. And let's see. Let's put those two in for now. Careful of dogs in fenced things like this, or if you ever see a doghouse. Oh, that is excellent. Tier 3 tattered stove. They brought back in clothes in some regard to give you cold and heat resist, which is great. Nice. Got a head pop on him. Easy kill. Anyways, the full name of this game is 7 Days to Die. However, it's been known that if you say a certain word in the first part of your videos, YouTube does not appreciate that. So avoided that in the beginning. Where's the tree? Oh, it's over there. Wood and stone will always be needed in large quantities, especially if you really probably one of my favorite aspects of this game is the ability to build pretty much whatever you want because of all the different block shapes. So it gives a whole lot of free form to whatever you want. Well, whatever you want to do. Sneak up on me. These will also be good for plastic because they're made of plastic. A lot of these miscellaneous challenges that you encounter along the way, I generally just wait a long time to claim them and then claim them all at a later date, hopefully if I remember, with a learning elixir. There's going to be a dog in here, so we're really close to the trader, but first let's take care of this liability. Oh no. Okay, we're running. We are running. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's the jingle jingle of the dog collar. And dogs are very intimidating this early in the game. I'm going to just cower for my life. Loot. Trader at the compound here. 15 steel? That's amazing. So we're getting all the workstations, the vehicles. I don't think there's too much here in the little cabin. Let's see. Oh, Also something to sell early on would be like those armor parts.
If you drink all the coffee, well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay you
Get your
now
shovel,
that you
get a
let's
big
make a
job,
pact.
and
I'd say it's been a flash some cash or get lost.
sell some of this now. I have a couple
If you
competing
don't like my
priorities
food,
here.
you can always go dumpster diving.
I only have one skill point as well. Master Chef to help get cooking books faster, and it reduces cook time dramatically. 1 point basically is all you ever need. And then in the intellect tree, there's of course better barter, which affects selling prices. And then there's also daring adventure, which gives you a little bit better rewards on quests that you complete. For now, we'll just do the Master Chef and just sell what we have.
What's it gonna be,
is.
huh?
So we'll, by default, it wants to track the sort of little in-game achievements, the challenges here, but we're not interested in those, or I'm not. We need to be worrying about quests. Up on the hill. This is some funky terrain generation. Haven't seen that one before on recent updates. Another great thing about this game is everything is, or can be, your map can be randomly generated. And you can go into the details about it and say you want more mountains or hills or plains. How much different like water, with lakes and rivers, craters and cracks, which are really like ravines. And you can tell it to favor some of that stuff. Also with like POIs and wilderness POIs and cities, the number that it puts into the world. Starving, those tourists, called starving tourists, aren't really starving, but they're one of the next level up of zombies that have more health than others. So, I like to try and dig on the axis, but if it doesn't work that way, it doesn't work that way sometimes. Rough to do with the beginning shovel. Stamina is always something to watch. See, like now, just out of stamina, so. Oh look, got it. And there's always the same stuff in the very first buried food stash you find. Old sham sandwich, an empty jar. Before this update, it used to be a jar of murky water, which you could just automatically go and boil in the campfire if you have a cooking pot to make water, but now you fill it and do the same thing, rotting flesh. Unfortunately, you can't break into these crates because of trader protection. But if you see them out in the wild in POIs, go ahead and break them open.
Morning. Wipe that smirk off your face. Doing one job doesn't make us pals.
Always an easy choice here. Machine gun.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Just go in order here, close.
Look, Blockhead, I'll give you good luck. You better not make me regret this.
Always keeping an eye open for a cooking pot. Let's make bedroll for spawning purposes. have smell in this game again. It was removed a long time ago, and it was a really interesting mechanic, so they brought it back, which is great. And whenever you eat food, like prepared food, canned food, cooked food, that charred piece of meat back in the car that I left, it will make a smell radius where you'll be stinky, and it will attract the zombies to you, which is a useful tool for farming XP. Okay, I'm just going to start the quest. I'm not going to double loot. Wake up, everybody. Let's go. 2 books. Excellent. Forgot about her hiding on the left. Okay. Middle level. So I got all those basic ones. I could do light armor as well. I'll just, because, anyways. I'm needing to just go and get more points into clubs. I'm gonna keep on that path for the next few levels, unless I get distracted by something. Nice. Full thing of water. Drink one of them right now, actually. Just keep on destructing things around to get materials. I think there's a zombie in one of these. I can't remember for sure. Sell those at the beginning. You'll be finding plenty of ammo as the game gets going, so I'm not too concerned with saving the ammo I'm not using right now. Mixed feelings about cornmeal. I won't save it for right now. I don't need that seed either. These are great for a lot of wood early game. There, as you can see in the tally in the bottom right, it's a good return on investment. Just loot everything and a beer, 2 beers. Loot everything and then look at what we get later. Another thing, good thing for helping looting is putting point into something in perception tree. I think, or is it? No, they moved it into the general perks for I think 2.0. But anyways, Lucky Looter increases your loot speed just a little bit. It really helps out. Cooking book, more cornmeal. That zombie's outside. I have feathers, stone, and wood. I can make more arrows. Where's the ladder? Encumbered? Yeah, well, that's okay. Let's see where the zombies down there. down there is still interested in us so much. When we're done with this, we can take care of her at that time, but we got more important things to do. These are good for steel once you get a wrench. I don't need the gas, so I'm just using that for XP for looking in the container. And here's the satchel, because this is a retrieve the supplies quest. You're looking for these courier satchels. It can be easy to forget them. Exit, exit. Same with toilets. They generally now only contain paper, but they used to have a chance for murky water, and it's quite common. But now that they've reintroduced jars, that just empty jars, they've replaced a lot of the stuff that used to be a jar of murky water with an empty jar. And then, like with the toilets, they just removed the jar spawn entirely, in my experience. Oh, quite pissed off. Those are not great. The reload speed is just terrible. Okay, so I'm not. There was a piece of garbage back there behind one of these. Oh, there, this one. Let's sneak around like that. Okay, I'm hungry, but eating out in the open is going to have the smell radius be quite large. And I'm not really needing XP right now, nor am I well suited to fight a bunch of zombies. If I needed to eat it, I would. I mean, it's fine, but I have an option at this point, so I won't. What I will do is try and go through and lessen my burden. Where's Lydia when you need her?
Afternoon. If you bring me a... Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay you now that you did it.
Harvesting tool, that is going to be stone axe, normal axe, pickaxe, shovel. But this is the better one right now, because this gives you a few different books. And books are influenced by the skills that you learn on level up.
Let's make a pact.
And this car has limited usefulness, so I'm gonna have to make a box anyways. Big hitters, club crafting, medicine. Even got some armored up. The jacket in the bottom left of the screen above the stamina bar, the blue bar in the left also. That's basically like your brand new fresh player environmental protection. It played a bigger role in the past when there was more impact with the heat and cold and such. So we'll see if that protection is going to be useful to people that decide to start out in another biome than the forest. I generally just stick with the path. The forest, and then it goes to forest, and it goes to the burnt biome, then the desert, then the snow biome, and the wasteland. And you'll see all of those biomes on the playthrough. It's really good to go to the next biome when you can, because the loot bonus, it has a multiplier according to the biome you're in, and according to the POI. It all plays together. I never loaded my gun. That is how you get killed. Do a little bit of double looting here. Eggs, always good to look out for eggs. Anything in here? Yes. A golden tea, how precious. I'm just gonna make that chicken soup. I do not need the dye. Okay, we'll get. Okay, apparently there's no dog in this particular POI, which is nice. Gives you a startle when you see the doghouse and you're not prepared with a gun. Chrysanthemum seed. Oh, rifle pipe, nice. This is a full-fledged POI. I'm just going to dump the stuff that I really don't need, rather than keeping it to sell. All of those miscellaneous things, like lead. Always keep an eye out for them hiding things in corners and in the roof. So what they want you to do here is jump onto this plate. The steroid will be handy. I've seen some people jump corner to corner, but this jump isn't that bad. It's more intimidating than anything else. The lanterns and lights generally show you where to go if you're stuck. Potted plants, it's a nice easy way to get clay. See, backpack hiding in the corner with a better club. A cooking grill, excellent. You don't have to worry about that. I just need the recipes to make charred and grilled meat. Since I have a point in MasterChef, which makes the cooking books way more numerous. Trying to do some sneaking around here. Oh, I didn't look. Cross the magic line. Headshots do damage, sometimes they're just not doable. Just because a zombie loses an arm doesn't mean they won't hit you with it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that level of detail yet. If this is too dark for you to see, I apologize. Let's see where the brightness setting is. Turn it up a little bit. Those chairs are good for leather to scrap them. Oh, that jingle was the glass. I thought it was a dog collar. Oh boy. I have wood. Let's repair the club. Another forged ahead. Make bellows, which means I can already make the forge. I haven't been paying attention to what's unlocked because some stuff gets unlocked quite early. So there's the forge. You need all this. On the right is what you need. On the left is what you have. In the vanilla game, it only takes into account what is in your inventory here to craft with. You can break these down for a radiator and scrap them for brass, or smelt them for brass into the forge to make bullet casings. Again, I'm not really worried about that because I don't have a wrench, nor do I have the need to make a bullet. Right now, anyway. See about later. And the angels have sung a cooking pot, so I don't have to buy one or make one in the forge. Nice. So happy about that cooking pot and the grill. I am set. That's why in the beginning of the game, if you go and just loot houses, that's a very good thing to do because you're looking for the cooking pot, because without a cooking pot, you're going to be scavenging for any kind of fluid you can, and if you have to drink murky water, you lose a lot of health. But hopefully you find, if you have to do that, hopefully you find a vitamin, otherwise you're in a lot of trouble getting dysentery. Can one of you die, please? This rage mode can be really, really annoying. Yes, I did get infected. We'll worry about that later. But just have this. Next. I mean, nice. The next bone knife. We'll switch the mods over. Well, the mod. Get this in the axe. We're done collecting plants, so I can take time to scrap that now. I can put this burning shaft mod on the shovel. Like that, scrap that, get rid of those. Just eat these, get them out of the inventory. Get the nice goldenrod tea. See, putting the mod in your weapon or tool makes it do more damage. Okay, let's turn this quest in then.
If you want to wipe that smirk off your face, doing one job doesn't make us pals.
Chance to harvest acid, that is great. We'll definitely get that one.
Look quick, buy quicker, piss off fastest.
You know what?
All
no,
right,
we're not
now that we're done doing business,
not gonna do
get out of my store.
We're gonna take this
I'm
very
gonna make
supplies
you
so
good
that we can
luck.
go out
You better
amongst
not make me regret this.
the world and look for tree stumps. Tree stumps have a chance of giving you honey, and recently a chance of wax, because there's a new workstation that they put in called the apiary. So we'll see what these chances are for... Nice. Now, it's also been a pretty common occurrence that with your first tree stump or two or so that you find, I've gotten honey and beeswax together. So if that's something to like lure you into destroying those tree stumps, that might be a good thing to keep in mind for early infections. That you might have a higher chance of having honey and beeswax with your first couple tree stumps. So there might be less worry about running out and getting infected. Running out into the world and getting infected. Nice, working stiff crate. Some of these you'll see with a label. No. Crap. Okay. That's a pitfall trap. Well, we'll deal with this. I stepped too close. Didn't have to step close, but I did. And then now you see it. Headshot, please, headshot. I'm so glad I did not switch out to the pistol. Okay. How are we... Oh, there's mushrooms over there. Let's get those. Mushrooms are needed for some early recipes. And having living off the land doubles your harvest about with crops. Whether they're wild or you grow them yourself. Doesn't matter. I'll just leave you. So this is the end loot already. Okay then. I may be finding more grilled meat. There it is. I may be finding more. Sorry, my door scared me. I might be finding more shotgun ammo because I have points into the strength tree. Who knows? I haven't put any points into shotguns yet, so that's a little bit of a mystery. But, rope? No rope. Ladder, okay. See, there's the lantern, so I'm supposed to be here. Okay, we're out. Let's try this again. More steel, fantastic. And a building frame. Okay, so we'll just keep on making those and clear the wood out of our inventory. And we'll keep on going and not fall into any more holes along the way. We'll take care of you because you're going to be a problem. Jerk. And here is a tree stump, but here is the next biome. Or is this wasteland? Oh, it's the wasteland. So this is the final biome to get to, where the hardest enemies are. It's close, but it's not too close. I'm not worried. And I stepped in there to get the achievement about setting foot in the wasteland. So if I choose to claim it, I will. Later. No honey, no wax, no bees. It used to be where the tree stumps and honey with the bees are not related to each other, where you could get bees but not get honey. But if there's a bees colony in there, why wouldn't there be honey? Because bees always have honey, otherwise they're starving. So I'm glad that they changed that to make it where if there's bees, there's guaranteed honey. Just because there's honey does not mean that there's going to be bees. And this changed the road to dirt. That is another change that they did a little while ago. It's okay, I don't mind it, but I'd rather just keep it road. It has no impact on anything other than it's a lot easier to dig through dirt rather than 1500 of the road. But usually it's not so much of a problem where they spawn on the road to just dig in here and then cut over. But it's alright. Oh, nice. Found it again already. Yes. Hello, folks. Normal zombies have their own kind of stumbling, walking way of doing it. The next class up is ferals, where they have their eyes glowing and they always run. Did you just hear that? It was very, very quiet, but there was a mine that exploded somewhere. In the wasteland, there are mines, so it was probably over here, where this little patch of wasteland was. You gotta be careful of that. When the zombies smell you, they're going to come at you faster than their normal walking pace. And that is also a setting now. That's a setting that you can... I just got spit at. Oh no. I'm not set for that. You can just stay there. Make a campfire here so that way we get to... working with our water business going on here. Put this in there too. And the model will change when you add these little add-ons. There's the grill. So. Whatever. That might be too much, but I don't care. Just need to make the thing. Oh, flashlight, that'll be handy. I'm hoping to see an animal so that way I can at least eat.
How did you get? Congratulations. Here's your
With this
reward.
grilled meat.
Sucker.
I want to take this for the book bundle. Or the ammo. Okay, well, we can buy food. I'm going to take the book bundle.
I'll sell you food, but don't expect me to cook it for you. Don't let the door hit you on your way. Well, I'd say it's been an honor to work with you,
Nice.
but it would be a lie.
I wonder what level of club I can make. And now boiled meat and yucca juice. Oh, good. Tier 4 club. Tier 3 stone. Okay, we got some things to collect now. Stone axe. Yeah, make the shovel. It's not a problem. It's a culvert with water, and it was here to the south. I'll pick that up. Go to the quest. Put that on my club. Oh damn, what's that? Oh. Yeah, cool. They added that in. Those yellow barrels are radioactive. So here we are at Jerry's Fill. Let's see what's in the car. Oh, pipe rifle, sell that thing. I don't need the gas. Okay, so now it's not a lootable car anymore. Thing. When you start a quest, sometimes things like that change. And a wrench. Nice. Sometimes things like that change. Like vending machines will go from working to not working. Cars will change models. Going from the level 2 to the level 4 club increased damage a little bit. We'll see if it means anything. Loot that, but put the gas in there. Floating rock. I think that rock was floating because this stair, or this stair, it is taking up the space, even though we can stand here. Placing an object doesn't really follow the same rules. I have a wrench, so I can break this down to mechanical parts now. Finding the wrench in that car was fantastic. Lockpicks. Some people have mixed feelings on those as well. I don't mind them, but the lockpicking mechanic could be better. Nice, more leather with that chair. There's the courier satchel. Oh, he did. Good. Bow parts. Again, if I was going stealthy, that would be great. But I decided not to. Because we're gone clubbing, as the map is called. Oh, vitamin. Nice. Okay, so sharp sticks and spear hunter. So that was the end of the POI. It did not come up here though. 9. Oh, full antibiotics. That's amazing.
You better make it quick. You think you're pretty smart now, don't you? Here's your pay, Einstein.
Crafting. Well, I'll take the crafting again. Take this. Okay. So it's going to be assault rifle. Good. More club book. And repair tools. Wood close 5. I can make another one. The claw hammer. That'll be nice for easier upgrading.
You better make it. What are you, a zombie? Decide already.
So that and that. Okay. So all that stuff. Now I can buy some more than I could before.
Cha-ching! Thanks, buddy.
I'm not so much concerned with the skill books. They will be here for another couple days. Trader restocks on days that are multiples of 3 plus 1. So, and that's because it's on an every 3-day cycle and you start on day 1. Great. I'm smelly because I held on to the meat for too long. I think I'll still wait to use this meat. These are the decisions that you tend to make sometimes. Oh, I could have bought more. Look at that. Found more money. It's like you're like putting on some clothes and reaching in your pocket. And it's like, oh, there's bills in here. Okay, so it's gonna be nighttime, so everything's gonna be running. That's okay. I can deal with that. Ah, my first vehicle adventures. So this is the series that you are looking for to make your bicycle, mini bike, motorcycle, 4x4, and then gyrocopter, your vehicles. Nice piercing. That is a treasured book in that series. Okay, so the zombies that are woken up in the building now. Oh. At night their health doesn't go up, it's just their speed. And again, that's, as I said at the beginning, there are settings for that as well. I didn't like highlight it or anything, but... Isn't there a snake around here? There you are. No. No, Phil. Okay, stay moving. I thought I lost that snake. That's okay, whatever. And I'm infected again. Oh, my arm is outright broken, not just sprained. Well, you know, these things happen. That snake would have been just 5 meat, so it's not like I lost a whole lot. But this is going to be important. This is going to be a lot of meat. Loud. There. The thing with hunting. If an animal has spawned just out in the wild, that's probably going to be a zombie nearby. Pretty much guaranteed. Because of the mechanic that they have in there where they want you to guard your kill. So that's where that comes in. Bacon and eggs, I need one more book. So I was going to loot houses. However, I'm gonna need to first make splint. Oh, it's duct tape, not fibers. Use the splint, man. So, I only found that one honey, and I have this as a backup, so we'll see what goes on there. So usually your first day is potentially pretty rough. I did one playthrough where, of course, I didn't find any animals at all. the first day, and I also didn't find a cooking pot, and I neglected to buy one from the trader in time before he closed. So then I had to rely on the sham sandwiches and murky waters. And that was a rough go of it. Sure, we'll pick up the plants. Let's make a door so that way no one can sneak in behind us. So generally... Oh. Another tip here. So this frame means that you can repair the door. But I'm going to be on this side because they make you have brass now. Okay, never mind. You used to be able to just repair the door using the door frame. And the door would just magically come back into existence. A door handle and all. But that's probably why they say to have brass now. Clever. Clever, quite clever. Okay, so here we are in a kitchen, so we should, since we have the Point Master Chef, find a cooking book. No. Ah, there's one. Got it. So now we can make bacon next. So you can use all those eggs and the meat to have a nice filling meal. Yeah, I know. Power attack, arm hurts. It's better to be alive. And you can see that there's... Where'd my flashlight go? Jeez. There's trash down here, just waiting for you to step on it. There, you can see that zombie, so I'm gonna shoot him. Nice, he's down. And he's dead. Okay. Another beer. A beer is not helping me. It would be so nice. Oh yes, steel core parts. It would be so nice when I find a helmet light or the helmet light mod schematic. I can just make my own once I get the workbench. If I brought my torch, I could set it down. But I didn't. I just had my flashlight. There's a construction box with another forge ahead. I'm at 10 workstation books, so I'm getting on close to that 12 book threshold. This is a tier 3 POI. You can see in the top right, it has the name and then the skull rating. In the forest, there's no like difficulty rating addition that's going on here. Like in the burnt biome, I think it increases it by 1/2, and then the desert increases it by a full skull, and then the snow biome increases it by 1.5. That would show up here. The additions, because of the biome, are orange, but just the baseline difficulty of the POI are the red skulls. So right now this is the tier 3 POI, and I'm not even at level 5 yet. So this is generally outside the realm of what is safe to do. So just being careful. Oh, careful. Overhead baggage may have shifted during flight. Use caution when opening the overhead storage compartment. Oh yeah, I've been down here before. I'm I'm not doing that. Not with a broken arm. Bathroom. Rocket launcher parts? Who throws those away? A zombie over there? Yep, there is. I wasn't able to sneak up on him though. Yeah, if you just stay right there, that'd be great. Would love that. There's no zombies up here, so it's a good place to hunker down and just wait for the day to come. If you don't want to venture out and do things. I'm gonna have to go back and cook food and drink water and stretch. Okay, so if you let your food and water bars go down too much, you will have a debuff to your stamina, which is what I have. You can see down here, this bar, it just jumped back up. Difficult to see, but now the limit is over here, whereas before it was over here. Because my water went up, removing that debuff, and I need to eat to remove the rest of the debuff, but I don't have any food on me. Which is why I have to go back and cook and drink. Now before there were 2 zombies over here. So that's why I went the other direction. Didn't want anything to do with them. Okay, now I can scrap that. While I'm here, just make another storage box. All of this material out. Come on. How much ammo do I have? I have 4 rounds. I'm gonna be very careful about what I do. Okay, so we're gonna preload this again with a little bit because we want. So it's 51 per. The most I can make here is 9. It takes 5. Standard conversion is 5 meat to 1 meat item. I have the skill of Master Chef, which brings it down to 4. So I can almost get 10 things. I think I'm still limited to the meat, or to the eggs. I'm going to cook all that I can. And there we go. Oh, I was actually limited by the meat. That's nice. So that's 639. I always have this more than the accumulated timer. You add them all together and figure out what you need. If it's equal, it won't finish the very last second of the last thing. It has to be greater than. So, something to keep in mind. This can be risky, just living out here, out in the wilds, without making a house or something, or taking over an existing POI. But, usually it comes out okay. Sometimes you do run into where it spawns these dire wolves, which are a terrible thing to face in your first few days. They will just kill you in a few hits, so it's not worth it. So we'll leave this here where the meat here is cooking, and I'm going to take these, go back over to the other place I was at, and eat, drink, and then we'll decide what we want to do about the infection. So, Again, thanks for coming and thank you for watching, and we will resume it in the next video to see primarily what we're going to do about this infection. I would like to avoid using that full antibiotic if I could. So, we'll see you there.